It's Tuesday, December 17th, 2019, and I'm Dave Sobel. 4 things to know today. Automation updates, security changes for G Suite and Office 365, critical Chrome bug, and the first electric commercial plane. This is the business of tech. Let's kick off the day with some automation news. In case you missed it, Recode has dug into the impact of automation within the warehouse industry, which employs 1.1 million Americans today. Amazon is heavily focused in this area, having more than 200,000 mobile robots within its warehouses working next to human workers. The rate of workers' injuries are higher in facilities with robots, but those humans also walk significantly less than they used to. Interestingly, automation is also being cited as how to address the current tight labor market. A Q4 CFO Council finding says that 40% of CFOs will increase capital spending over the next 12 months, and automation is expected to hit white-collar jobs more frequently. These companies are anticipating reducing new hiring, with 60% expecting headcount reduction in 2020 for U.S. companies. Companies in EMEA and APAC were not anticipating such a reduction. So why do we care? Automation will impact the labor market, but with it currently being as tight as it is, it's very difficult to anticipate when and at what speed. How much the two are related will be debatable, but cannot be disregarded as impactful. For smaller technology companies, employee retention will remain a critical skill and strategy for success in the coming year. Yesterday, we talked about incidents with Ring cameras being hijacked, and I made a call to providers to focus on helping customers. I called out two-factor authentication and OAuth security as a leveraged tool for this. Today, Google has announced they'll be blocking third-party applications to their G Suite technology that only use username and password authentication, requiring applications to implement the more secure OAuth system. After June 15, 2020, you'll not be able to connect a less secure app for the first time, and after February 15, 2021, all access will be turned off. In case you missed it, Microsoft announced similar changes for Exchange Online, as they'll be ending support for basic authentication on October 13, 2020, and are also moving to OAuth as well. Why do we care? Well, these are the drop-dead dates. If you're in the business of technology services, you should be making sure that customers are ready for this shift. This is a great opportunity to move customers to a more secure approach, focusing on two-factor authentication and physical keys for access, because not only do you have to, it's the right thing to do. While we're on Google, while they released their Chrome 79, they've halted the rollout on Android as a bug was discovered that deletes user data and resets mobile apps. Released on Tuesday, December 10th, the first bug was filed on Thursday and the rollout halted on Saturday. It had reached around 50% of the Android user base. Chrome 79 does contain new security features focused around phishing protection, as well as a password checkup tool. Why do we care? Well, we care because it deletes things. While the bug is in Chrome, it's also contained in the WebView component, which is leveraged by many apps on Android. Be aware that the fix may be too late, and affected users may be unable to recover their data. The first commercial electric plane has had its first successful test flight. Harbour Air successfully flew its E-Beaver on a 10-minute flight on the Fraser River in Richmond, British Columbia. The plane is a heavily modified version of the DCH-2 Beaver with a 750 horsepower electric motor. So far, no electric plane is ready to take paying passengers. For reference, a traditional DHC-2 burns fuel at a rate of $300 an hour, while the E-Beaver has enough battery life to fly about 100 miles at a cost of electricity of $10 to $20. Why do we care? With all the talk of both electric cars, drones, and robots, it's easy to forget there would be applications of electric planes for commercial use as well. These planes have significantly less range than internal combustion engine models, but you do have to start somewhere. This is the beginning. Episode 38 of the Killing It podcast is out. First topic, disruptions, what it means to have a market disrupted. Moving on to driverless deliveries and the invasion of the robots. And finally, SplinterNet. What does it mean that the internet is beginning to segment? 3 topics, 3 hosts, 30 minutes, and 1 focus on making money in IT. Download the podcast today on your favorite podcatcher. Thanks for listening to The Business of Tech. You can catch me tomorrow in a live webcast with Channel Futures, talking about the future of the solution provider market and what's next, and I look forward to talking to you there. Share the podcast if you like it with your colleagues, and look forward to a conversation tomorrow.